Thanks for joining me today. This is the first in a 7-part series for new shooters on working out the basics. There's so much massive information online in regards to learning and training and tactical response and all those type of things. There are millions of options online for people to get in and to watch. But what's lost oftentimes is the basics from head to toe in learning how to shoot. Once you learn how to shoot with the basics, there are tons of options out there to train with. But the first thing you have to do as a new shooter is learn to shoot. I'm going to take you through that with a series of 7 videos. This one, which will talk about simply your grip, picking that gun up and getting a grip on it. Next will be the trigger control. After that, your arm position, your sight picture, your posture, your stance, and finally, in determining your accuracy, your target placement. 7 videos that I'm going to be putting together here that I'll put out they'll be a few days apart, but I'm going to put these 7 videos out and it will show you how from head to toe and with your target placement, how to establish your shooting skill and accuracy, learning to shoot as a new shooter. So come on, let's talk about your grip. In learning how to grip your gun, keep in mind that you basically do it the same way I do as far as safety is concerned. This is a Glock with no magazine and it has been cleared. Just a note here, as you're a new shooter, this is not clearing your gun. Racking the slide to see if something jumps out of it is not clearing your gun. Clearing your gun is opening the gun, looking down in it to visually inspect the chamber to make sure that it's empty, and then taking a pin, more of a chance to stick your finger in it, but I'm going to right now, stick your finger in there to feel that there is no, it's better to take a pin and do that, but verifying by touch that there is nothing in that chamber. So that's cleared, a cleared gun. No magazine, slide racked, visual inspection, and physical inspection. The gun is cleared. In dealing with your grip, I'm going to show you a couple of different grips is all. I'm not going to show you all the errors it can develop. I'm just going to show you how to do the grip in a way that will be strong for you as you begin as a shooter. A couple ways, as a matter of fact. And if you'd like to get everything that's going to be in these 7 videos, plus multiple errors and how to correct them, get my guide here. All of this is in there, plus the ways to correct multiple errors that shooters develop as they're going through this process of learning how to shoot. So that's there if you need it. It's very inexpensive. It's thorough. It's full of photographs. It'll show you the same stuff I'm showing you here, but it's also got a lot of the ways to correct errors that develop as you go along and shoot. So get that guide if you want to keep something with you that you've got that you can put in print form, or you can read on your computer or on your phone and keep with you. So it'll be helpful. But today we're talking about grip. Gripping your gun, your handgun. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you a grip or a couple of grips for your semi-automatic pistol, and then I'm going to show you a grip for a revolver. On my Glock here, I'm simply going to, in all of your gripping a gun, make sure you get that grip up as high as you can up here on this back strap and under this beaver tail that comes out. Now this one has, the Glock has this that comes out here. Guns have this to a greater or lesser degree according to what model that you're using, but this one has a kind of a beaver tail that comes up here. But get that gun up as high as you can, not in the way of the slide, but as high up in get your hand as high up on that frame as you possibly can with that gun to get the greatest security in your shooting hand, the greatest stability. The first grip I'm going to show you is the kind of grip that a lot of people use all their life and can shoot for recreation. They can defend themselves. They can use it effectively. It's a solid grip. That's to simply take and wrap your hand, your support hand, around your shooting hand, and then wrap this thumb down on the frame. Your support hand comes around your shooting hand thumb and locks it in right there. This right here will give you a good solid grip, and that's a grip you can use all your life. It comes up, it's easy to remember. You get a hold of it, it'll give you a good solid grip. What you want to make sure of is that you're closing the gap here. You get that gap closed, lock that in, and you've got a good solid grip on your gun. That's one way to grip your semi-automatic handgun. that you can use throughout your lifetime. Now, a grip that is better than that one, has more of a learning curve, is what you'll see competitive shooters use, but it allows you to get a better purchase on the gun with both hands. And that's to keep your thumb here and bring your hand up, wrap it just like you did on the other grip, but instead of grabbing your thumb and overlapping on your hand, you take and lay your hand on the frame of the gun and put your thumb down the side. That gives you a better purchase of the gun itself rather than grabbing the other hand. So you've got this hand on the frame, you got this hand on the frame, they're locked in together, and you've got a better purchase on the gun. That will help you insofar as fine-tuning your accuracy. It'll help you with speed, it will help you with a lot of things. While this grip is good, it's solid, it's one that you can use effectively for basic shooting and self-defense. This one right here will simply give you better purchase on your gun, better stability, and better control over your muzzle flip. Those two grips, thumb over thumb, thumbs down the side, either one will serve you well. So if I had to suggest one, I'd suggest taking the time to learn this. Now, for a grip on a revolver, which is a bit different. Again, in demonstrating this grip on the revolver, same thing, it applies as to the gun, as to the semi-auto. It's a little simpler to check it, but to open the cylinder up and confirm that that cylinder is empty. There's nothing in it. So here we go. This is a small .357 Magnum revolver. Using .357 Magnums in it, or even .38 Specials in it, something that's really important that you understand about this and know, because a lot of times people can get taught to, when they're first learning to shoot, they learn on a semi-automatic pistol and they learn what I just showed them, where their thumbs go down the side. Well, on a revolver like this, this is how it would lay if you put your thumbs down the side and fired like this. The problem with it with a revolver is that if you shot like that with a revolver, with a .357 with your thumb down this side, when that goes off right there, that space right there, the pressure and fire and debris that comes out the side of that from the round firing would take a nice chunk of your thumb off. Jerry Michalak has a video out where he took some hot dogs and took increasingly higher caliber revolvers, and by the time he was up to, I think it was a 500 Magnum, it was blowing the hot dog in half when when they had that hot dog down the side of the cylinder like that. So on revolvers, you don't want your thumb stretched down the side of it. On a revolver, like that first grip I showed you on the semi-automatic pistol there, you want to bring your hand up, wrap it, and wrap it over that thumb. That will give you a good grip on that revolver and give you a good stable firing grip with your revolver. There are ways to hold it a little different than that, where you can move, keep your thumb. I've seen experienced shooters do various things with their grips on a revolver, particularly competitive shooters. But one thing you sure don't want is you don't want your thumb stretched down the side of it. A good way you're learning how to shoot is to simply take your hand and grip it like this, thumb down here, with this hand wrapped around it and the thumb wrapped. That will give you a good strong shooting group, or a good strong shooting grip to use your revolver as you're learning to shoot. Go with that. You can learn as you go and train, but go with that while you're learning how. It's safe, it's strong, it'll give you good accuracy with your revolver. Now I'll show you both guns moving in my hands with those grips. Okay, I'm going to fire 3 and 3 with my Glock. I'm going to fire 3, my thumb wrapped, 3, my thumb's down the side, just so you can see the gun moving in my hand after I put my earplugs in. Okay, here we go, 3 and 3. Thumb wrapped. Good stout grip. Now, thumbs down the side. Got the target with both kinds. Both grips will work. Both grips are solid. Pick which one you like. Learning to shoot and stick with it till you learn to shoot, and then you can move on to learn all kinds of different things with your grip and trigger control. But use one of those two to get started with, and they'll serve you well. Now for the revolver. This is my grip with a revolver. It'll be thumbs wrapped, just like I showed you. I have never changed, in all the years I've been shooting now, I have never changed my method of gripping a revolver. And this is the tough one to hold on to here. That grip works. It works well. It'll serve you for a lifetime. So there's some good basic instruction on several grips that you can use while you're learning to shoot. Grips that will serve you well now. Actually, they'll serve you well for the rest of your life if those are the grips you want to use. Any of those or all of them will serve you well. Keep in mind, this doesn't give you all the errors that people can develop as they begin to shoot and begin to move their hands around on a gun. My guide gives all of that and tells you how to correct it, what to avoid when you're developing your shooting skills. That guide will take care of it. It's very inexpensive and give you everything that's in these videos, plus the correction on a lot of things that people develop that hurt their shooting skills. So I enjoyed being with you today. Thank you for joining me for this. Be sure and subscribe down there where the little red tag is, and click on that little bell so you'll know when we update on the YouTube channel. And I'll be back to see you very soon with a video on trigger control. Thanks very much. I'm Mark. I'll see you soon.